Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. I just figured I'd come live while I'm working on some stuff. I'm trying to get. I got two videos that you're going to see this week on Dystopian Wars, and I'm kind of finishing up one video, which I'm done with, and I'm done with another one. And what I wanted to do was kind of work on the constitutional and do that kind of live here. Hey Tim, how are you? Thanks for all my help yesterday. Oh, no problem, anytime. So I figured, just kind of live stream a little bit, paint for a little while, since I haven't done anything, and just tell you, next week is going to be a very busy week, and unfortunately, last week with all the Descent stuff, it just took too much of my time, and I'm behind on things. This week coming up, I want to make sure I've got a couple of reviews I got to tape, and then hopefully get those done in the morning tomorrow. I want to do a live play of this, which is Soldiers of the Postman's Uniform. Very interesting game. It's kind of personal because my very strong Polish background. So I want to make sure I do that. Hey VTP, how are you? Also, I wanted to try to get a live play of this. We want to get back on track with Shadows of Brimstone, and also do Chronicles of Drungor. I want to fit it in hopefully next weekend, weather permitting. We've got we're dodging one storm, and we got another one coming in, so we'll see how that all turns out. Nerve-wracking, of course, as always, because it's that time of year. The other thing that I wanted to get done was get this and try to get a playthrough of it, and but I had to get it painted up. I've been owing these poor people a couple of videos, War Cradle Studios, which have done a fantastic job with some of this stuff, absolutely. And I want to get back and get ready because we've got Kill Team coming in a couple of weeks, and the main thing is that is going to take up. Arm looks good. COVID cleared up. Yeah, I'm kind of in between, in and out. You look like you're faring well. Yeah, I'm getting there. It's a slow process. A lot of gym work. We're getting there. Thank you so much. The thing that I really have to instill next week. Hey Kabook, how are you? Hi. Sort of busy, but I had to pop in. I really appreciate that, my dear. But the people at Succubus Studios or Publishing asked if I would paint a copy of Madara for Gen Con. So I've got to kind of figure out where I'm going to schedule that in. Hopefully the arm holds up. But it's not just Madara, it's the expansions, the Kickstarter promos, and some other promos that they had. So there's quite a bit there and a lot of detail, so I'm going to do the best I can. And I think, during the week, there'd just be kind of hangouts where I'm just painting this particular game. I'm going to have to pick a couple days where I can just sit here and live stream, and we could just chat if you like, and you can watch me do it. Let me show you what I've done so far and the two videos that you're going to see next week. Let's go down. Is this one? No, let's go with this one. Yes. First of all, they have a really wonderful island pack. Okay, so I'm going to show you that first before I show you these guys, because we're going to finish these up. Really cool. Ooh, there we go. Islands and I can't say the word, so forgive me. And you're going to get all these islands and stuff. So I kind of did these and did like a quick little video and showed you how beautiful this stuff is. And this is really some beautiful stuff. A dark gray with a dark wash. I may go over it a little bit because once it dried, as you can see, some lead belcher in there for the buildings. And on the blue, it really looks good. And then, of course, the airfields, and the roads, I just kind of, and this is just fantastic stuff. So you're going to see that video probably Tuesday. This one, this is my like favorite army. Okay, and I'm going to fight myself, which will be a good time. Right here, Britannia. We've got a nice storm coming in, of course. Britannia, the Battle Fleet set. This is the British for it, and hey, boom. Let's take a look here, right? So here's what I did is I spray painted these, and you'll see this in the video, but right now I'm just going to do the finishing touches, and then we are going to go right over and start working on, hold on, let me get the thing, and I'm going to show you how to do the Constitution live today. Okay, and I'll show you where I took that. So we're going to work on these. So our battle's going to be these guys and these guys. All right, that looks pretty good. So very quickly, spray painted everything in, primed it in gunmetal, and then then I took. Okay, did I put it aside already? I took. You know what drives me nuts is I'm never prepared. A Steel Legion drab, okay, and I did the decking, okay, and then over that I went with a Serpum Serpius into here, Newland oil over the top here, okay, over all that, and then a Mephiston red with a Retribution armor for the gold, okay, and so far, you know, looks like a nice battle worn ship, you know, and you know, these are beautiful. This is resin. These, I'm going to tell you right now, are a pain in the neck to put together, but when you get them, as you can see there, you have to put these sides and glue this into here, and then the two pieces here, and then the back pieces, and then put all the guns in, and it's tough when you have, you know, mitts like this. Okay, so this is just one little battle fleet, as you can see, and you can add to it, which I'm going to, but for a nice starter to get a feel of this game, and when I show you how to play this, this is a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. And the nice thing about it is you get the things in the box. Basically, you just get these guys in the box. That's it. The sprues, and you got to put it together. Well, you don't get instructions or anything like that. What you're going to do is you're going to go to their website, download it, or leave it on your screen while you do it. The next thing that you're going to do, the bigger ships are resin. The smaller ships are plastics. When Spartan had this, they were just all resin, but they weren't as nice as this, and that, my friends, is the truth. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of finish these up just a hair. We're going to take some Necron compound, which is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, you don't have to shake it because it's dry. Okay, hold on. Do I want to use that one? No. I want to use one that I already have open. And I've got to fit in a lot of reviews this week, so I'm going to just take a day and just do that all day. But like I said, I definitely want to get a couple of playthroughs in this week, and this is number one on the list. Soldiers in Postman's Uniform, another great game by DVG and the great David Thompson. Game designs. It's the third in the series, and he's done nothing but great things, and I'm a huge fan of what he does, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, if I can just find what I'm looking for, I'd be a happy man. But it looks like I'm just to save time because I'm live. Or I can take Ironbreaker. I'm looking here because I got all the paints over there. I don't want to pull those off just yet. We'll just open up another one. What am I gonna do, right? What am I gonna do? Okay. So what I want to do. Hey Rick, how are you? Brian, Kabuki, Tim. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Dragon, how are you? Good to see you. All right. Oh, what do we got here? You know, sometimes this stuff, you get it and it's good, and then sometimes You just get a bad... Yeah, and I got a bad... Don't tell me I got a bad thing. Yeah, I did. It's all dried out. I got to bring that back. That's the problem with Citadel paints. They will dry out on you, folks. They will dry out on you. And all right, let me see if I can get the most out of this. Oh boy. Well, you got to see that. You wouldn't have that happen with Army Painter, and that's why Army Painter rules at times. I've had more Citadel paints go bad than I could shake a stick at. Let me see if I can find something in here. Probably should have checked that beforehand. Alright. Well, hold on here. Maybe I can still get something out of this. Pay $7 and this is what you get. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can salvage this. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. So, what'd you do with the dry? And maybe I'll come up overhead. I'll come up overhead. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Zablik. Happy Saturday, says the 14th. We'll have to watch later. Slow connection. That's alright. Alright, so I get some of this Necron stuff on here. And all I want to do is just kind of very lightly just hit the high spots, because what I want to do is just really bring out that metallic feel to it. It's metal. I want to leave the weathering in there, but as you can see, I'm not hitting it too hard. I'm hitting the edges with that. I'm coming over here and just giving a little bit of a feel. You see how that starts to pop up there? There we go, right? Right? That's all we got to do, right? That's where it all comes together. And tomorrow I'll have a, we're going to have a vlog, and we're going to talk about YouTubers who lie, okay? Particularly one that has lied very badly, and I want to correct some of that stuff, because some things were said about me that I want to correct. And the best way to do is video doesn't lie. It never does it? If you have video proof, you can't fake it. Alright. And we gave this person a chance to come and talk to us, but they chose not to, so, well, guess what? Now we'll just make it shine. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep my mouth shut and just go about my business. Alright. Now you see how that starts to come out? You see how that really starts to stand up? Now we just got a bad thunderstorm that just seems to decide to roll in the minute I go live. So if we lose you folks, just bear with me, alright? Alright, nice. Nice. And you can see the difference. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can see the difference. All I want to do is make that metallic stand up, but still keep that very strong detail. Alright? Really, really gonna do some really great things there, folks. And that's exactly what we're gonna try to do here. Alright. And there we go. And I got a little bit of there. Yeah, so I can use this stuff. Yeah, it's mushing a bit. And that's all I care about, is if I can mush it up into this thing and just get enough on the brush to work it in there. You see, I just want to get this really on here. Zablik, what's up, my brother? Alright, so next thing. Here we go. And Kabuki, thanks for coming in and just kind of watching things for a little bit. I know you're busy girl. All right, so again, look at that. Look all I'm doing. I'm not even touching this thing really. I'm just kind of trying to hit the edges there. Boom, 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 and just bring out some of the strength of this fantastically beautiful model. I mean, jeez. Boom. Just like the thunder's doing outside. Boom. All right. And Biscuit Air. Hi, Rob, from the UK. Love your vids. Always open and honest. Well, I really try. I really try. But, you know, some people have said otherwise. But that's okay, too. That's okay, too. You know, the funny thing about it is a lot of people have a great future doing this. I've got about maybe 2 years left of doing this, maybe, if that. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to do this much longer. I think I got maybe one more Gen Con in me. Not this one. We're not taking any chances. But I've got one more Gen Con. I want to make the rounds one more time. You know, kind of like a farewell tour. Okay, there we go. And to be honest with you, Pringus Khan, how are you? What I want to do is say goodbye in a way to all the people that have been very, very loyal to the channel and stuff like that. And, you know, the thing is, I'm an older guy, okay? I have a bunch of beautiful grandchildren. And you want to know something? I don't want to be here doing this and they just grow up and it just all passes by. I want to take them fishing. Listen, I live in Florida. Not the best place to be this week. But, you know something? I want to take them to Disney World. I mean, if you live in Florida, the greatest thing that you do with your grandkids is take them to Florida. Take them to, to Disney World and Adventure Island and all these wonderful places and experience the grandkids. Tomorrows are never guaranteed. My very beautiful and wonderful daughter-in-law lost her grandmother yesterday on Friday the 13th. And she had her shot for COVID, and she caught it. And unfortunately, she caught it again. She caught COVID and passed away. This thing's not to play with, all right? And this isn't about getting shots and all this other stuff. It's just nothing's guaranteed in life, okay? This isn't a political statement. It's unfortunate because a woman lost her life. And we're going through that. So we've got a lot going on. And it just made me even think even more that, you know something, I want to spend my time with these grandkids. You know, I don't know how long I got. You know, I ain't no spring chicken. And hopefully, you know, after, you know, everything I've been through, I've tried to be a bit kinder and nicer. You know, not that I was horribly nasty. It's just, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the nicest person in the world. You know, I try to be. We try to help charities and stuff like that. I could be tough. Ask my wife, the poor woman. She's a saint for dealing with a crabby individual like myself. I've had a rough life. I sure have. Okay? It's not like I was a manager of McDonald's and just kind of sat back. I have, not that being a manager of McDonald's is bad, it's just, you know, I've been through the ringer, folks. Well, people always want to bring honest people down. Be ashamed to see you go. I wouldn't leave because of anybody. It's, you know, in a year or two, you know, and we talked about this a while ago when I made the decision to stay for a while longer, is my grandkids will be of that age when, you know, I can go outside and play kickball with them and throw the ball with them and take them places and do things with them. I want to experience everything. I want them to remember their grandfather. Okay? And I want to be very active in their lives. I want to go up and see my other grandkids, you know, that are up in Connecticut at some point. You know, and I figure in a year or two, things will be a lot better and I can go see them and spend more time with them. And, you know, do things with them. Have them come down here and spend time, you know, with their cousins and stuff like that. You know, there's just a lot of things. And then we bought, you know, 15 acres of property. We're going to be building a huge compound. And I was thinking, well, do I want to put a studio in there? Nah. Come on, how long am I going to use it for? maybe I have a nice little man room man cave or whatever they call those things, and just make it where I can do some things and still paint, and I won't go away totally. It's just I don't think you'll see as many videos. Maybe one a month, maybe one every other month, instead of 9 a week. It'll be time to And then my dogs are getting older too. Gabby's going to be 7 in October, and I've thought about that. And I'll be heartbroken when she goes. I want to spend time with her. I want to go play ball with her and do things with her. I don't want to. She's sitting out here with me right now. Oh, hold on. Whoops, wrong. Is that the right camera? Oh, no. We'll go to the other camera. Hold on. She comes out here and she stays with me all the time. All the time. Oh. Let me move that. Look at that bum. I got a little bed with her. So she just comes out whenever I'm out here and we just spend time together. Well, she shouldn't sleep her life away. I need to kind of spend time with her too. You tell her how it is, sugarcoating or sucking up to others. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I said some nice things about a person, and then and I was in the car on Thursday, and I mentioned it in a recent review. Go check these guys out and stuff like that, because somebody had mentioned them, and I said, go check them out. I want people to do good. I really do. I'm at that point where I'm not trying to get a ton more subscriptions or anything like that. Let me watch this thing out, and I'll just keep talking. And I just got to the point. I said, something. I'm sitting in the car waiting for the Queen. She's going to be in Kohl's for about 45 minutes. I go, something. Let me watch this stream. And then they decided to pile on me, and didn't know I was there. Because I never go. I never interact with streams. Well, I couldn't really fight back because I couldn't see the screen on my phone because I didn't take my glasses with me. And I reached out to see if this person will talk to me and try to take the higher road. Well, they didn't want to do that. So, there just comes a time when I don't back up to nobody, and I'm never going to, because I have no skin in the game. I've got nothing to lose, folks. I've got nothing to lose here. We're gonna take some retribution armor real quick here, and then we're just gonna kind of just touch some of these things a little bit, and then I'm gonna walk away from this battle group for a little bit, and just kind of going over the top. Something? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it with a retribution armor. I think I have a really bright gold in here. Something? Now I'm going to have to turn around. So hold on. I'm somebody that, if you guys know me and you've been around this channel for a while, if somebody's got a receipt coming, they're going to get a receipt. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But also, something, in a way, it's kind of like, something, I really don't want to worry about things or care about things. I'm going to throw a couple of those in here, so hopefully I can mix up. These golds are real. The thing with the metallics, I think Army Painter does it a lot better, and you're going to be seeing a review once I get it going. I want to show you guys something here. I have the Mega Kit and the starter kit here for airbrushes. So we're going to try some of this stuff out and see how this works. Every one of them come preloaded with a mixing ball, which is really, really cool. So, I love my airbrush, so you're going to get a chance to really, really, and they come with this big primer, which is just, Army Painter is just killing it, folks. And then we're going to be taking a look also at this bad boy. I mean, look at this. I mean, what a great sponsor. They really are. They really are a great sponsor, and you know, I love supporting them because I really believe in their products. I'm just trying to use up the rest of the Citadel stuff I have. Who piled on you now? Well, we'll save it for tomorrow, Kabook. I really don't want to get it because I'm still deciding whether or not to do anything. It's because they didn't like my review of Descent, and they started slandering and saying things that I didn't say, which was pretty pitiful. It's pretty sad in general. Okay, look at this stuff. Look at, you know, you get this now. Okay, so that's why I threw those balls in there. Always get those mixing balls and even use them. They're from Army Painter. Okay, and they really do a good job. I got a chunk of Citadel. Yeah, and I'm just trying to work my way through the Citadel because I want to move on. Now I'm going to take this Auric Armour Gold, and this is really going to bring that metallic out. Okay, by just doing the same thing that I did, but only kind of make sure that I get it in there. Okay, I don't want to water it down or anything. You don't want to water these down, trust me. And I just want to touch a little bit of everything here and just give it just a little bit of a pop here. You can see the difference the minute I put it in there. You're leaving now, Gab, after I just, you know, said how loyal you are and how much you stick around. See how that pops up? See how that pops up? That's what we want. We don't want to take any of that nice detail from it, but we do want it to pop up a bit. Alright? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And just kind of very lightly go over it. And hit that very lightly. And that very lightly. And that very lightly. And then back here a bit. Because we want that to stand up. And that to stand up. And then the guns of Necron. And boom. Now you got that really good metallic feel, and you really can't see it unless you're here. You only need 3 colors to paint everything, really. Yeah, black, white, and gray. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much sometimes. But we got a busy week with that Madara. I've got to have that in their hands by the 16th of September. Knowing me, I think I can get it done a lot sooner. I'm going to obsess about it, and it's going to drive me crazy until I get it done, which is just me. But, you know, what are you going to do? But I think we're going to just start it next week and really try to bring it to light. See how that all pops out there a little bit? God, I love it. God, I love this. And I'm gonna finish this video with, hey, go check out the live stream. Because I kind of take some time if you want to see a little bit more detail. We had a live stream, blah blah blah, and just kind of point things out a little bit. Boy, that thunder is crackling. Welcome to Florida, folks. Welcome to Florida. Nice place to visit, but a lot of people wouldn't want to live here. Alright, just there. Come here. Come over here a little bit. Come in here. Dink, dink, dink. Alright, there we go. And just a little bit there. A little bit there. And a little bit anywhere. Anyone you would know? Yeah. Yes. And it happened on Thursday. By the way, which was our anniversary. And she had some money. And I was pretty upset. Because no matter, I was trying to talk to text, and I couldn't get out what I was saying. And I said, whoa. I'm right. You know, people told me this was a nice place to come. Boy, was I wrong. Kabook, I'll text it to you. I'll text it to you. So we're going to let that dry a little bit. Because I'm still deciding what to do. And maybe Kabuki, if you get a chance, because this happened on Thursday and you can see it, and it's about a little bit in a bit, but maybe, you know, if you have a chance. Okay, I just texted to you. And you think I should just keep my mouth shut and just move on? Just let me know, because I would take your opinion more than anything else. I'm taking it there. Is it a lot of ramming ships in this game? Nah. You're gonna start. Let me tell you something. When you start hitting things, things don't last very long. Things do not last very long in this game. We're gonna take some Boltzar Gold just real quick. I just want to go over that real quick. Let's see. I put a ball in here. You got to put a ball on your metallics. I'm using my other arm, and I just kind of want to just touch a few things a little bit, like here. Come up over the top here, there. Just bring back that little bit of chutzpah. There we go. And there. And there. There we go. There. Alright, I like that. And I just want to go over those tops and then just kind of, we'll move on to the next ships. We're not going to stay here a heck of a long time. There we go. There we go. And all right, let's pop over here a little bit. And all I want to do is just bring that out a little bit. You see what I'm doing? Just a hair. You know, after you put that wash over there, it tends to knock things out a little bit. So this is a great time to just take that color. Just touch it a hair. That's all you got to do. Just touch it a hair. And it really just brings that metallic part out again. Okay, right there, right there, right there. Boom, boom, boom. And those aren't bad. Those aren't bad. So we're going to put these. The nice thing, these come with a really nice box. Yeah, Thursday, Kabook. And you don't have to watch the whole thing. It's really early in. I'd say like first 20 minutes or so, maybe somewhere in there. You can see if you check the comments, because that's when I kind of go in there. Okay, so they come with these beautiful boxes that you can kind of put everything away. Matter of fact, I'll show you in general here. Oh, so they come with a beautiful, beautiful box, so you can just keep all your armies in the box, and you know, you can put a little foam in here or something like that, which I'll probably do. Then this goes over the top here. All right, and it closes up perfectly. Look at that. And then you can say, I'm done with this. I've accomplished much. I've done so much. And then boom. All right, there's your Britannia set. You can do the same thing with the other set here. I don't know what I did with the top here. Okay, hold on. Oh, got it right here. Oh, look at that. Boom. Love it. All right. Now our focus. And I'm using this as kind of example. Now, this gray here, you know, I was thinking, I'm not going to worry about these planes because I'm not going to be playing with the drones right off the bat. But, you know, this is something where you can add this gold in. But what I really want to do here with these, I'm going to take these out of the way here. Let's get these out into the open here. And this is just a gray primer. Okay. And then again, you know, coming over the top with the steel drab into the wood area here, okay? And then, how much time are we in? Okay, oh yeah, we got plenty of time. And then, no, I don't want to use that, but no, I don't want to use that. Where is it? It's all over the place when I need it. Okay, so because this has like this kind of bluish feel to it, whoops, this bluish feel to it, I think taking this Federson gray, which is like for a Space Wolf, and just kind of lightly going over to give that blue effect a little bit, I think. Let's see how wrong I am. And when I mean so light, I mean light. So I'm talking, let's open this up. Let's get a good amount on our brush. Okay, let's put this over here. And then just working it in here. Okay. And really kind of, like I said, this is a last minute stream. I've got some really neat streams coming this week. We got bolt action that we're working on. We're gonna have Madara painting, like I said, for our friends Succubus. You guys are gonna get to see what you're gonna see if you're going to Gen Con. You're gonna see these in the display case. Yeah, but it's not that long, Kabook. If you turn on the chat, you can kind of skim it forward, and you can see where it kind of starts. I think it's about, yeah, it's not worth it. Trust me. But I wouldn't sway you in any way. And I think like I said, about 35 minutes in. And that's where it kind of starts, and it doesn't go long. And you could just let me know. Yeah, no, they think they are though, and it's a shame. It's a shame because I really tried to say some nice things. All right, so this here, we're gonna take the Federus gray. Yeah, if you don't know them, Kabook, jeez, who are they? And then I'm just going to lightly go over this. Yeah, I think that kind of works there. And I don't need a lot on my brush. I just need enough where I can just hit the highlights there so you can get that kind of bluish feel that we're talking about. And I want to hit the higher spots. I'm going to go back over this eventually with this same color. But I have to do this before I can put the wash on. And we're going to put that dark wash on there. We're going to put the Newell oil, and you'll see what I'm trying to basically cause as an effect. Now, you know we lost Abby, right, guys? So let's get to other subjects here. We lost Abby a while ago. So my daughter saw some things on TikTok that if you go behind PetSmart, they're usually dumping out food. Okay, tons and tons of non-expired food. Okay, that they just discontinue or doesn't sell well. All right. So my daughter went dumpster diving today and found a whole bunch of cat food. So she went and she brought it to the Humane Society, which, you know, we try to do that stuff. It is what it is. Yeah, if Kabuki hasn't dubbed you worthy, then you are nothing. You are nothing. And that's true, though. I mean, because she likes a lot of channels. Tom and all those guys. And if it wasn't for her, Tom wouldn't be where he is right now. All right. See how that goes in there? Okay, let's go to a different camera spot. So what was I talking about? I was talking about kittens. All right, see that? That's how you get that nice bluish hue in there. All right, you got the primer that's gray, and then you kind of. I'm not worried about working this over right now. I wanted to see how this looked And is it close enough to this? Yeah, kinda. But what I'm going to do is when I go over with the wash, you'll see what I'm talking about. So what I think I will do is I want to make sure this worked. So that's going to take care of that. And now, because I will go over it afterwards, I'm just going to put the wash on the rest of them without doing that. I wanted to see if that was going to work, and I really think that'll work afterwards more than putting it on now. I would be doing double the work. So I'm trying to use up this remaining thing that I have. Okay, there we go. And what I'm doing here, and you're going, oh my God, what are you doing? What I'm doing is creating depth, folks. Okay. Creating depth. That's my boy over at and you guys know how much I like Goobertown. Probably the guy's probably one of the best painters in the world right now. Him and that Squigmar dude, that's a friend of his. He's introduced me to a lot of people I did not know that are just very, very talented individuals. Let's go to our above cam. There we go. And wow, I wish I could paint like that. You think Petco could do that themselves? Yeah, but they won't, and that's the thing that's so bothering. Oh, so anyways, so going back to it. So she takes it over to the thing, and then she calls her mother. Now I was sitting on the couch, and I was just checking to make sure I understood the rules, and I watched One Shop Co-op. They're very, very good, and they had did something for the Kickstarter for the Postman game. So I wanted to make sure I had something in my head right, because sometimes I just don't understand things, and it doesn't sink in right away. So I wanted to check, and I wanted to make sure I knew what the heck I was doing, because let's face it, half the time I don't. So I'll watch it again to make sure I got it right. And like I said, when I do the playthrough, which I may do it Tuesday or Monday, we'll see. We'll see. All right. And Kabuki, tomorrow morning, I think I'm gonna cut that promo, but I want to make sure, when you get a chance. If you get a chance, great. If you don't, I may hold off to the afternoon till you go, yeah, cut the promo. And if Kabuki says to cut the promo, then I know these people deserve it. I don't like being lied about. I don't care if people have opinions about what I say. It's when you lie. I mean, I'm talking dog-faced lie. Okay? And then say, oh. Well, if you said you watched the video, then you know I said this. And then they retract, and they blamed it on the trolls that are in their stream that pay them money. So their watchers are trolls. People that watch their channel are trolls. Okay? That are donating money to keep them functioning, I guess. Because they need it, they said. Okay, whatever. It rubbed me the wrong way. And I just want to be left alone at this point in my career. If this is a career. Now you see what I'm doing. I'm just getting enough on here. I'm not afraid of where I'm putting it. And I just want to get in those recesses. Because when we dry brush over this, that's when... And I'm going to get a lot of it over my hands because I'm good at that. I seem to remember Rob saying he was hoping it would be good. One Shop Co-op. Now that is a channel I know and I like. Yeah, I like those guys a lot. And my little friend works over there. They got so many people working for them, which is great. And they're very successful. And they deserve every bit of their success. I'm just an old fart that just enjoys doing this right now. And like I said, I'm doing this now while I can. And then it's off into the sunset. With over 3,000 videos, and well, close to 4,000, excuse me. Over 4,000 videos. And, when I leave, and my legacy will be around 5,000, maybe 6,000 videos in a year or two from now. And if I could do that, I think that's a pretty good legacy to leave, right? I think that's a pretty good legacy. And people can remember this old fart that used to do this. and go, remember the days? You know, because I still think about a couple of guys, and Kabuki, tell me if you remember some of these people, okay? Starlet Citadel, okay? I really liked those two girls. It was a shame that they stopped doing it. And the ones I really, really liked, that I thought Tina, the board gamer, you know how much I love Tina. Don't lay it on me. No, I'm not laying it on you, because I have somebody else watching it, and I'm just gonna, because before I don't want to do something stupid. Number one. Number two, I'm asking for personal people from the outside that I care about and I respect their opinion to kind of take a look at it and tell me, boy, this shouldn't go laying. This should not lay down. Or, Rob, you're making more out of it than you need to. Just walk away. You know, that's I'm asking. Ultimately, if everybody says, hey, walk away, and I still do it, it's my decision at the end of the day. But I think it's more about putting out facts and debunking some plain out lies. And that's what bothers me most. Is the person did not take any time to correct it. And I'm sitting in the car and I'm getting furious. But what are you going to do? That's life, right? That's how life goes. Oh, so getting back to it, okay. All the places that we're going. Does anybody remember Two Guys and Some Cardboard? Oh, their playthrough of Dungeon Quest was one of my favorites of all time. The way they handled it, they were hysterical. And I was mentioning Tina. I thought Tina could have been huge. I thought Tina could have been one of the biggest people ever. But, you know, she decided, hey, I don't want to do this for a living. I'm going to go be a brain surgeon. And that's my girl Tina, you know. She was one of my first and dearest friends. Paul Darcy I always liked. He was early on. There was a guy, Tragic. He doesn't do things as much anymore. I thought he was very good. People get frustrated if they don't, you know, they see other channels doing. Yeah, the Citadel Girls were so good. They were so good. And they were really moving along. And I thought they, you know, they kind of slowed up and it didn't come to them as fast as they wanted to, I think. And that's where it went wrong. I think if they just held on a little bit longer, I think they would have been huge. You know, Lance is still around. And, you know, matter of fact, I was talking to him yesterday. And I really think Lance could have really been a lot bigger. But, you know, he got busy in the business. Too busy to keep making videos. And I think he would have kept really just moving along and doing some things. There's a lot of people that just get frustrated and just say, you know something, it's been, you know, a couple of years, because this does get draining. It does. It drains a lot out of you. And it could take away the fun of playing games. It really could. You know? And, you know, to my point, and as you can see, all I'm trying to do is really get this in here, because I really want to bring the shadows out. I really want to bring the shadows out. Okay? I want to bring depth to this. Because if I just left it the way it was, it wouldn't sit. And that's the beauty of these inks. What they do is they really just, if you apply them correctly, you don't want them to pool up in one area. And that's why you saw on the other one how dark it was and gritty. Well, this is going to get dark and gritty, but we're going to bring it back. All right? We're going to bring it back, folks. All right? And that's primarily what I want to do. And you really want to just move it around. You don't want it to pool up in one area. You try to hit everything you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to be enough to get on there to make a difference, that when you start adding a lighter color, there's a dark background. Like I said, it brings out shadows and all kinds of things. I'm trying to think if anybody else can come up with some names of people that used to stream that no longer do it. And I'm trying to think of some of the ones that I really, really liked early on. There was a painter guy. He was painting, and I wish I could remember the name of it. But then he went to, well, the only way you can see my videos is if you pay. And I went, oh, because he had done Dreadfleet. And I watched his Dreadfleet, and I was like, oh man, this is really, really cool. It's a slow build. It's not a lot of channels like to work as long as it is usually it takes. Yeah, they get kind of frustrated, and they try to make it a business. You know, they think, oh well, if I stream, I'm going to make all this money. That's not how it works right off the bat. I mean, you can have patrons and all this stuff, and you can try to be controversial. You know, some people really rise, and you wonder why, and that can be frustrating at times for people. For me, you know, early on, and this is how this person, I really kind of feel bad for, because he's kind of going through the things I felt when I got to a point where I just was like, well, you know, I deserve, and it was very selfish of me. I have to be honest. I have to be honest. You know, you would get jealous of other things, and because, you know, here you are, you're working so hard, and it comes so easy for other people, and you know, I'm an older guy, and I think there's some disconnect, and I used to get frustrated, and I would say stupid things, and I think it was, you had this kind of level of fame a little bit, and you let it get to your head a little bit. And then just one day I just said, what am I doing? This isn't me. And when my wife turns to me and says, you know something, you're being a real jerk. Why don't you just be you? And I always tried to be me, but I got lost a little bit for a few months. And when she turned to me and said, if you're just you, if they like you, they like you, and if they don't like you, well, what's the difference? Is it going to change anything here? Is it going to change? Is it going to stop you from playing games and stuff like that? Or is it going to stop you from this, that? And I just started being more myself. And, you know, sometimes that's a good thing. And believe it or not, sometimes that's a bad thing too. Because sometimes I'll just say what I want to say, because I want to be honest. Scott Nicholson. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, he used to call himself the White Tower or something like that, because he used to do stuff on, oh God, on the Dice Tower. That's right. He used to be on the Dice Tower. Don't forget, Chazz had a channel for a long time before he started teaming up with Rodney. Okay, that was around for a long time. Chazz's channel was, I don't know if he still does things anymore. And forgive me, you know, I really don't watch a ton of people, but I do watch. There's some people that I will always watch until the day, you know, until the end of time. And one of those is, of course, Rodney. I love Rodney. You know, I've gotten to know him. We don't talk as much as we do. I don't like texting him. I don't like bothering him. You know, we're friends, but you know, we're not. You know, hey, guess what? My granddaughter lost a tooth or something like that. You know, we're not that kind of friends. You know, he's got Chazz and all those. Paula Deming, who is just special. I mean, that girl is funny. Some people just have a natural gift. I mean, plain and simple. Plain and simple. All right, this is going in here. This is when I get it all over my fingers, and it takes forever to, especially with ships. Felipe, how are you? Yeah, I loved watching him. Easy formula and yeah, just be genuine. I heard I loved Chazz's channel. Now we barely get to see him. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to say anything about that, but Chazz is special. I've always liked Chazz. Tom tried to pit, not really pit us again. You know, you kind of felt something. You know, I'm going to blame this on me because I'm going to be damn honest. When I was doing the Dice Tower thing, All right. And Chazz was getting 3 minutes, and Tom would always, or 5 minutes for board game breakfast. And Tom said, "You go 1 minute over 2 minutes, and I'm not. You know, you go 1 second over 2 minutes. I'm not putting up your video." And then I'm looking at Chazz, who's getting 5-6 minutes, justifiably because he's an unbelievable talent. And I'm like, I'm trying to do a painting thing, and you know, how am I supposed to fit all these things into 2 minutes? And it was just, you know, there became like a professional jealousy from me, which was selfish. And this is where I'm talking about that time where I was kind of like, what the heck, blah, 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 you know. And we had a chance at the Dice Tower booth at Gen Con. It was the first Gen Con I had been to. I think it was 48 or somewhere in there. And we talked for the first time. And from then on, I loved the guy. I said, you know something? He deserves everything that he gets. He's a great guy. And I never felt that way again. And it was just selfish of me. It really was. And to this day, it still bothers me. Because how could I just be such a jerk to such a... and I wasn't a jerk to him or anything like that. But boy, you know, in my head, I would get in my head. And he's such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. And a beautiful daughter. And just so much good to him. And you know, and I apologized to him. And he goes, what for? And I explained the whole thing. And I go, you know something? That was me. But I wanted you to know how I felt. And I'm sorry. And I apologized to him. And he goes, well, there's no need to apologize. I said, I think I had to do it for me. Even though I know that, you know, this, that, or the other. Well, how about Tox? Remember Tox? He used to have crits happen. He had a very good channel at one time. And board game brawl. Oh my God, that guy. There was no filter on that young man. Not a DT fan, but I don't trash talk. You know something? I don't watch Dice Tower either, but I'm going to say this, and I will take this to my grave. When this all goes away, and they have a Mount Rushmore, Tom deserves to be on Mount Rushmore. He deserves to be the first person to be on that Mount Rushmore. Tom is special. He's one of those one-in-a-lifetime type of guys. And you may love him, you may hate him, but you can't deny his intelligence. You can't deny who he is. Okay? He is board gaming. He is the face of board game. Tom is famously militant about the 2 minute. Yeah, yes. Yes, and he deserves the two. It's his business, and you're on there. And people get frustrated, you know. People get frustrated. You know, with that, you know. And what they don't understand is, you know something, there's two things that are going on. You're getting exposure of who you are. You know, Tom doesn't have to do that. But also Tom's getting the money from the videos. You know what I mean? So if you're doing videos for the Dice Tower, well, who's getting that? That's Tom. And that's fine. That's what you signed up for. So don't complain about it. Because a lot of people do complain about it. I never complained about it. I never wanted a paycheck from Tom. I wanted to raise money for charity. Plain, simple. It doesn't get much easier than that, folks. And Tom helped me raise a lot of money. And I would do anything I could to raise money. Hey, heck, I was squatting that little guy there a couple hundred times. And he weighed about 200 and something pounds. Jason Levine. On a live stream to raise money for any way that we could to support the channel. And I was happy. You know, it's just I couldn't keep up both works. My schedule at my normal job got too busy, and I just couldn't. And in truth, and I'm going to come up top because we're going to let this dry for a few seconds. And in truth, and to be honest with you, you know, this is when I started talking to Miniature Market. And their sponsor is Cool Stuff. It's a conflict of interest if I'm saying on one channel, hey, miniature market. And I understood that. And I went to Tom with it. And I go, Tom, I really want to take this miniature market thing. And he goes, well, why don't you talk to Cool Stuff? And I did. And it wasn't about money. It was about how I could help the channel. And I mean, help these people. There was nothing for me to do for Cool Stuff. We talked about it, and I go, well, what can I do for you? I don't want to take sponsorship money or credit or whatever if I'm not doing something for you. And Steven and I talked, and Steven and I had this instant connection. And to this day now, we are the best of friends. I'm probably one of the only few sponsors left, or creators or influencers or whatever you want to call me, basically idiot, that does anything for them, because I don't want their money. I just want to help them because I love Steven. Steven is my friend. Board Game Brawl. I used to like his channel. I did too. And then he became hostile for some reason. Yeah, I think you go through that thing. That is the only channel I have ever been banned from. Oh my God, they banned you. I didn't know that. Now, I think he still makes stuff, but it's exclusively Kickstarter previews, which I am not into, if that's all you put out. Yeah, I get that. Somebody banned you? Oh God. Now that's news to me. The mighty Kabuki. Who would ever? That's like telling Saint Teresa, no, you can't help kids anymore. Cool Stuff doesn't carry paint. No, Cool Stuff, and that's the point. They didn't do enough on the miniature end, where I was more of a miniature guy, and it was such a great connection. Now, remember, when Miniature Market decided to go with me, I only had 1,500 people, and they took a chance. And I said, I promise you, I'll work hard. And I did. And I worked very, 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 very hard for them. They are absolutely my I sorry, because of the thing, I lose my train of thought very easily nowadays. Anything that they come out with, I take care of first, okay, before I do my own videos. And lately, they're coming out with something every single week. There's a sale, so I go through the sale, and if I find something great, if I don't, I'm very honest with them. Amazing, a mod gets banned. I know that's insane. It's in the name. Hey, brawlers. Rock. But we've been through so much together, me and Miniature Market, that even when I hang this up, my personal relationship with them, I make sure I try to buy stuff from them before I go anywhere else. Why? And I pay cash. Don't get me wrong. My credit card gets a workout over there. Okay, and I'm happy to do it, and I'm happy to help them. I did purchase a bunch of stuff that I want you guys to see. They got this whole new dice line, and I've been having such bad luck with dice. I made a video about bringing in some dice, and I was very choosy, and they came out with this new dice line, which is really, really cool. They have some of the dice have snowflakes in it and stuff like that, and I was like, wow, these are cool. Now, whether I can roll them, I guess we'll find out. And then I brought in a whole bunch of tiny terrain, which I'm making another video because I want to show you what I'm doing for. I didn't bring the books out here yet. Stargrave. Oh God, it's going to be good. LOL, I swear, and I still don't entirely understand why. He said because I was being mean, and I always joke goofy on him, saying always. It was fun ribbing. It's okay to rib, and it seemed to always take it that way. But I think it secretly annoyed him, and that is the only reason I can think of. Yeah, Miniature Market is doing price matching. Don't forget about that. I'll be talking about that a bit on Tuesday. Yeah, I've got another order coming in. I have another. I brought in some bolt action. Um, I've been. I wanted to get going on that. I want to kind of. I'm not taking a turn, but I'm really kind of getting back to our foundation, which is more a little bit of miniatures, and I figured out a way to do things and make it a little bit fun. I even said that if I said if that was the reason, I was just kidding around. He never replied, so I eternally wonder. See, that's half the thing. You always wonder that mystery. What did I do? I need a haircut so bad. I'm starting to look like Grandpa Al Lewis again, and the Queen let me know. Our anniversary was Thursday. That whole thing that happened really ruined my anniversary in a way because I was grinding about it, and which was a shame. I'll make it up to the Queen, but I bought her 3 lobster tails from Red Lobster. It was a pretty good anniversary for her because she loves lobster. I think she loves lobster more than the old man. Figure that one out. That ain't right. That ain't right. All right, we're just going to give these a few more seconds to dry, and then we're going to kind of go over. You know what? I should probably. Let's go back down. Let's go back down. Let's go back down. I get talking. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate it. And Zablik, we haven't forgot you, bro. Oh, he said he was going to have to watch this later, so we'll make sure that we give him a Godzilla. Libertarian game design. So nice to hear the dice tower story. Oh, you know, and that's the only reason. It wasn't a problem between Tom and I. And believe it or not, he to this day, I think he thinks I had a problem with him. I didn't. I honestly didn't. And I still don't. Do I disagree with some things and do I have a little tweaking inside because of a couple of things? Yeah, that's very true. But when I think about people in this business, I think Tom Vassell. And when we see each other at conventions, it's always very, very, very... Oh, I thought I was talking to the camera, right? I'm looking at the camera. Whenever I see him at conventions, we always talk for about 5 or 10 minutes. And how's the kids? And because I've been there. I would drive down to Miami. People don't know this, but twice a month, I would leave work, drive 4 hours down to Miami, 4.5 hours, do some videos with Sam, okay, and then drive back up all in one day and get home around midnight, go to sleep, go back to work that next day. Or if they had something where they need me, I was in a car 4.5 hours to Miami. All the time. All the time. Hey, Jose. Yeah, Grandpa Munster. I figure you get a kick out of that one. Cue the Flintstones Happy Anniversary song. Happy Anniversary. Happy Anniversary. Yeah, we've been married a very, very, very long time. And you know, that was tough. You know, I look at, you know, I don't watch it as much, but, you know, you look at people like Roy, good kid, great kid. I only had one little problem with him. When he first met me, he said, "Hey, Oren." And for me, that's like disrespect all day. You know, I'm an older guy. If you want to call me Mr. Oren, that would have been fine, but just call me Rob. Never address me in this thing and call me Oren. I thought that was disrespectful. I go, listen, the only person that was allowed to call me Oren was my drill sergeant and my sergeants. I go, or my higher command when I was in the service. I go, other than that, I deserve a little respect. I would never call Roy by his last name or anybody like that. And after that, you know, every time I would see him, I would make sure I'd go out of my way to say hi to him and stuff like that. And I think he was taken back by that. And I didn't mean anything by it. But in all honesty, I think he is a fantastic, fantastic kid. A very talented kid. And everybody they has around him, from the solo guy, who I forget his name, I think I've met him a few times while I was with the Dice Tower. He was very good. He deserves to be a part of there. And all the people he surrounds himself with good people. He really does. And that's why the Dice Tower will be around till this all goes away. The Dice Tower changes. Yeah, I thought it changed a lot. You know, when Sam left, I miss Sam. We talk a little bit, but you know, not as much as I would like to. Sam and I had an instant friendship. We would always room together, and he always said, "You're the best roommate I ever had," because I never snored. I was very, very dead quiet. I would always shower, not in our bathroom, but I would go down to the gym because I worked out every day, and I would go down to the gym and I would shower down there. And when I came back, I would sit in the bed. And then when he woke up, he goes, "Is the bathroom open?" I go, "Yeah, of course it's open. Go ahead, use it." He goes, "Did you shower already?" Welcome to Florida. It's the truth, see? I go, yeah, I showered already. He goes, "Oh, you went down to the gym." I go, "Well, Sam, you're more than welcome to join me." Nope. And Sam has been to the house. He stayed over a few days. We were filming some, oh God, what do we used to call that? Battling brushes. I miss that too. But he would take the easy stuff. I saw Sam today on Quack's channel. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, that's good. There's another guy that's doing very, very well. Him and that Board Game Co. guy. And they just came out of nowhere. But they got talent. They're smart. They know what they're doing. God bless them. They deserve the best. And you know something? One thing, Mike is the solo guy. That's right. Thank you, Kabuki. I'm going to tell you this. And Kabuki, I want you to think about this. I've changed my way. I can recognize that guy that I sent you the thing about. Very talented, but right now he's in that zone where I was, where you get in a bad place. And to be honest with you, I think this guy is going to surpass me and a lot of people because he does have some talent, but you got to know how to utilize that talent, and you just can't do some of the things that were done. I mean, it's just wrong. And you just got to be you, but you got to be smart you. And, you know, you take a look at Quack and which I don't follow much, nor do I follow this, no pun intended, person, or shut up and sit down. I think I've seen one video from, no pun intended. You know, all these bigger channels, people, you know, think, you know, that you're supposed to watch them. Well, you know, when you're making videos, I don't watch many people. I'll always watch Ricky Royal, who's a friend of mine. I'll always watch One Stop Co-op because I think they're fantastic. Rolling Solo, another guy, you know, and also, I'm going to start painting a bit, so just bear with me. Who's the other guy I watch? Ricky Royal, who's a personal hero. Rodney, Drive Through Games. And you know, I'll watch some more channels. I think Players Aid is really good because I love wargaming stuff, and I think they got a tremendous chemistry, and they're just good guys. They've always been very complimentary and very nice, and that's my thing. But I don't go around searching up channels, and you know, people that may be offended that I didn't watch your channel. Gee, what is this? Okay, that camera is there, and this camera's here. I mean, come on. I'm too busy making my own stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go back. Remember how I said you take this and you kind of dry brush over? Well, now we're at that stage where that wash is kind of dry here. So now we just kind of want to hit the high spots very easily. I don't want to take out all that nice work I did by putting that brush in, by pushing that in there. And I'd really just kind of want to work my way through. And don't worry about getting other things because you're going to end up going over here. And look, oh, I want to get in view here, right? And really, kind of, again, Really just, and it evens out. See how it starts to even out? And it leaves all that beautiful detail in there. And there's some beautiful detail to be had here. Okay? And we're going to take these to a certain point. Alright. And then maybe you want to come back over here and just grab a little bit more off that brush there, right? No pun intended in this are fine if you want their style of humor. I don't find them useful for reviews though, and almost never agree with them. Okay, that's fair. Hey, you know something? I don't like reviewing. The only reason I reviewed that Descent game was because I had made a few videos saying, hey, you know, oh my God, some of these things don't make sense. And I wasn't dumping on whatchamacallit, because at the end of every video I said, listen, I'm pointing this out, but I want Fantasy Flight to go back to being Fantasy Flight. I love Fantasy Flight. It's very dear to me. It's like Games Workshop. It's like a scorned lover. Okay, you know, you feel scorned because of what they do to you, but you always kind of come back and say, well, can we give it one more try? It's that one thing that you can never let go in your life. Like my wife. Can we please just make this work? No, that's not true. We're doing very well. And the thing about it is I really wanted, you know, there were just some things I just that were really dumbfounding. It's Descent, but it's not Descent, they said. It's not the 3rd edition. And I was critical of it, but I wasn't cruel. I put the question out to people. So people said, well, are you going to review it? Yeah. I said, I'm bringing it in. I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to review it. And guess what? It's an app game. That's mostly the app to me. Okay. And I didn't care for it. There's nothing wrong with that. But I said, I gave it a 6.8. And now, if you don't like the game, you're an idiot. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I just don't care for it. It's just not my cup of tea. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Will I go back to it? Well, once I'm done painting all this stuff for... now, do you see the difference here? Hold on here. Do you see how we darkened everything up, and now we came back? And yeah, it's lighter than this, but I kind of like this a little better, because when I put that gold trim on this, it's really going to stand out. It's really going to stand out. And then, you know, we'll play around with it for sure. So soothing watching you paint. Thank you. Oh, big board. Now, this is a guy that I wish I had the patience to do some of the things that he does. All right? Because I'm going to tell you something. When you talk about taking out some games and going, yeah, this is a 150-page rule book, but I'm going to do this live for you guys. Or I'm going to tape this for you guys. And then you sit there and you watch it, and fluent, well-spoken. I think it's the whiskey. I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you, you gotta love big board painting. And he's not, you know, just him. Oh, the Rough Swordsman, another guy that I wanted to say that I watch a lot. He is up and coming as well. But check out, you want to see big games done perfectly, flawlessly. There's only one person that does that, my brothers and sisters. It's Big Board Gaming. Libertarian, you said, I want to go back to something you said. You sent something to me. I didn't get anything. Do me a favor and send it to me again. novaprime860@hotmail.com. I went through my junk recently, and I always check to see if something, maybe I accidentally deleted it. I hope not. I get a lot of emails every day, so do me a favor, send it again, and I'll take a look at it. I promise you. If you send it now, I'll make sure that I check today, because I really try to answer every comment, which is mind-boggling. I try to answer every email that I get, and you know, I'll get up to 100 emails, and it's not easy. It's not easy running a channel, and I feel for people, but it's not something that I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I got to have this money because Should people be paid for their work? I think so. But if you're enjoying it and it's a hobby, you know, it kind of falls in a weird line. Whatever. It's not for me to worry about. We got, like I said, we're counting down the days. We've got a couple of years left. Once my granddaughter says, "Pop, pop, take me fishing," guess what? That's when I say, "Okay, folks, I love you. I gots to go. I gotta go." Legionnaires, is this the new models of the old ones? No, this, I think they redid the models because the models aren't the same as the old ones. They're actually a lot better. Legionnaire, if you hang in there for a minute, let me just kind of go through these a little bit because I'm trying to just show everybody how you just kind of how to do this whole process and how we're going to get them ready. And then I'm going to pull out the Bretonnia ones, and I'm going to show you how they look. You're going to have to put these together a little bit different, except for the big ones that are resin. And when you get these out of the box, they're some of the best I've ever seen. I really mean that. I really mean that. And hats off to War Cradle Studios. Oh my God, what a company. What a company. And I've got 2 videos in the can that you'll see this week when I show you how to do the Bretonians and they're not the Bretonians. I forgot what they call them now. Bretonians. My God, that's a GW thing. Sorry about that, folks. But definitely, it's something that I want you guys to see, because these are just absolutely beautiful, beautiful models. They are a pain in the neck to put together. I'm not going to lie, but what War Cradle Studios, and you got to forgive me because I still suffer from memory loss here because of a certain thing, and I'm having a tough time remembering and keeping my thoughts, especially on live streams. So just bear with me if I get a little lost here. But the thing that I absolutely love, and what time is it? Oh, 4:50. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go another 10 minutes, but I want to show you everything, and you'll see more of these. I just love coming on and talking and you know, painting. And yeah, we talk about a lot of different things and stuff like that, but hey, that's what we do. But like I said, their stuff is some of the best I've ever seen in a long time. Their Wild West stuff I've been working on, and I want to get a live playthrough at some point. But I've got to finish painting that, and everything is kind of on hold. I want to get this done, so at least I have this up for them, because they have sent, they've been very, very nice to this channel, and I don't know why. They said, "Hey, let us send you, would you mind if we sent you some stuff to take a look at?" And I fell in love with this because I was always a Spartan Games fan, Firestorm Armada, which they're supposed to do. And holy cow, am I excited about that. But what they've done with this and how they streamlined the rules and made this just so fantastic. Check out Gorilla Miniatures, who just showcase things and do a great job. And on Tabletop, they've done a great job. I really think this is something special. And that's why I want to show it to you. I want to bring it live to you and really make this shine. Okay, and they own the rights to this stuff, and they have done just gloriously, and hats off to them. All right, so there we go. So we got a couple of these done. I'll finish these up. Maybe we'll just keep going for, what did I say, 10 more minutes? What time is it? Yeah, 8 more minutes. I bet you I can get a lot of this done in 8 minutes, especially these small ones. The big one I want to let dry a little bit more. Let me just take a little bit more. Again, I'm just taking this Fenris gray because I just want to have that bluish tinge to it. I wanted to do something a little different. I'm going to go with the copper all throughout, so I want to show you this. And I just want to put my own spin on it a little bit lighter. I think it'll really show up, especially when we're going to be fighting, who we're going to be fighting. And I want to show that to you. Let me get these done. This is going to be wet for a while, so we won't be able to finish and get that done. But I'll make sure that when we do the live thing, that we go over it pretty good. All right, and that we cover a lot of stuff. All right. So, I'll point out in the live video, because we're going to do a live playthrough of this. I'm hoping to do it by the weekend, but I've got a lot to get done with Madara, because you'll be seeing that on display at Gen Con. And I'm very excited to do that for those guys, because they've been very nice to this channel too. Alex has been just absolutely fantastic. Succubus Publishing, they've been very supportive. I've always been there for them, and I always will be. Let me just read a few comments. Hi Rob, your Tainted Grail. Let me just add a little water here. Your Tainted Grail Sundrop video inspired me to get some more colors to do it on your Mystic Battles. Oh, that's cool. Being gray, they now pop a little on my board. That's actually cool. I have Mystic Battles. Has anybody ever seen my I wonder if he's over here. I did some of the painting on that. So hopefully that'll help you. David says hello from North Virginia. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you. Chris, my painting friend was saddened by what I did, but hey, he ain't painting them. And it works for me. Yeah, like Tainted Grail, you could paint that and go through it, but I really kind of like it with that Sundrop thing. When I saw the Sundrop once, I went, oh, I could do that at home here. Yay, War Cradle is the new owner. Spartan Games was the old studio for the game. Glad the game got picked up. Me too, because that was a shame. Let me see who else did I meet. Paint one pink. Call it Grant. Oh boy. Cutting a promo already, bro. Alright, so we're just going to get and do this real quick. And again, just kind of want to point out a little things here. And when I want to make these shine a little bit. Now, getting back, because I've been bouncing all over the place. So my daughter brought all that stuff down to the Humane Society, which was very kind of her. Okay, I was very proud of her. But here's the problem. You remember we lost Abby. My wife gets a phone call. She goes, well, you better ask your father. I said, uh-oh. I get this phone call, and she goes, we found this kitten at the Humane Society. Her name is Stormy, and she's beautiful. Can I have a kitten? I go, with the dogs? I go, it would have to be in your room, like we had with Abby, and they didn't get along very well. I go, but really? You're gonna have to take care of the kitten. Oh, well, I go, Stormy. Oh, I think I have a picture of it on my phone. Hold on. I'll show it to you guys. Okay, hold on. And you're going to do the same thing here, okay? But this is still kind of wet. And you really want these things to really kind of shine. And you want to come up in here a bit. And you're just taking in dry brushing over. You're really trying to, not so much dry brush, but not take out all the detail that you put in with that wash. See, I'm running out of paint here. But I think you get where I'm going with this. All right. Whew. Why inks instead of contrast paints for Tainted Grail? I just thought they were better because I felt they got more into the recesses, where I felt the contrast paints painted, but it kind of did a double paint and wash. I was more happy with the washes. I think they were more authentic, and they really worked for me. So hold on for a second here. All right, Kabook, thank you. Let me go down over here. Mimi. Okay, here we go. So this little sucker, she sends me a picture. we don't want to leave her alone. We don't want to. I mean, really? Really, Mimi? Really? I mean, cute and everything, but jeez. So she, I wonder if when I get off this, which I'm going to in a few minutes, I'm going to walk out and find a kitten in her room. Being a father. Okay, what I do want to show you, I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to finish these probably later tonight because I don't sleep. I'm still, one of the side effects is you don't sleep, and I don't sleep very well. So, we'll see. We've got a busy week. I've got a vlog tomorrow, possibly. I'll think about it. Let me close that out, and let's go to our up top camera and show you some stuff. Let's see. Hello, David. Yes. Rob, a question. Oh, I answered that one. Oops, put the hat backwards. So I want to show you. We're really going to work this set because we're going to be using this. This was pretty easy. I'm gonna you're going to see a video on this, so I don't want to go too far in that. Oh, it is Britannia. Okay, and then we did these as well. So, asleep cats don't drag me out winter mornings, yeah, or in the middle of the night. So, here we go. This is our Britannia fleet that we print. You're going to see a video how to work these and how beautiful they are, as you can see. I love these models. Resin for the big ones, and plastic. It is a learning curve to put these together. If you got big hands like me, but these models are 100% better than the old stuff. I really like what they're doing here, and you saw me kind of finish these up, and there you go. There you go. So we got a lot done, and I've got some great stuff to put together, and I'm going to put a couple of videos up, and let's do it. We'll see these Monday and Tuesday. I was gonna put out my D&D video, where my Dungeons and Dragons video, where I talk about, is it theater of the mind anymore? But I pushed that off a little bit because I don't want to cause a whole bunch of heat. But I am going to play it. But, an old guy got something to say about some things, and it's my opinion, and I like to give that. Whoa, those are pretty. Well, thank you, Jose. Theater of the Mind is up to the DM. Well, I want to cover that because if you've seen, we've done some Tunnels and Trolls and some other things that, and you gotta hear my take on it and make a decision from there. Okay, because I talk about a lot of different things and how Dungeons and Dragons is today compared to what it used to be, and it's just an old man's thought, and I look forward to what you guys have to say because I love your input. Oh yeah, well, the fifth edition does that too. Kabook does that too. Things have changed. Things have changed so much. And I bring up a lot of things, and you'll see where I'm going with it, and then I want you to take a look at it. Maybe I'll put that up on Wednesday. I think that'll be good. I've been generating solo D&D adventures using Castle Ravenloft. It works great as a dungeon encounter generator. Not compulsory in 5e. No, you're right. You're right. But I think it's the way things are presented now. Through certain groups and YouTube and things like that it kind of it's a funny thing. Well, I don't want to spoil the video. We'll save it though, and I'll put these up first. Boy, I got a lot of videos going up this week. I gotta tape a lot of stuff. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, Chef RD. But we'll get it done. All right, listen. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a couple things. I showed you how to get everything done. Check out the videos on this. Check out the playthrough that we'll be doing towards the end of the week. Weather permitting. You know, we got another storm grinding up here. Let's hope that we don't lose power for a couple of days, or else I'll really be behind, which wouldn't be bad because I'll just sit here and paint. We've got Madara, which we are going to be painting until the cows come home. We might do something live tomorrow. We'll see. Or I might just come on and just do some more of this and clean some of this up. We'll see. Great company. Great ships and scenery. And I can't wait to get this out here and show you how it plays, because it's just so much fun. So much fun. And I think you guys will really like. They have some fantastic sets out there that you can get on Miniature Market, our good friends, or go to Work Cradle Studio and support them right there. Nothing wrong with that either. All right, my friends, I love you all, and may you have a very, very, very good weekend. Remember, tomorrows are never guaranteed. I love you all. I love my little channel, and I love my community. You guys have been nothing but special and fantastic. I received the same or similar microphone that you have standing there. Oh, this one? Yeah, I've got a couple of these because I always think they're broken. I love you all. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully, and I'm glad we didn't lose power during this. Until next time, it is your old I was just about to leave, and we still have one thing to do. Poor Zeblik, I almost forgot. He donated a couple shekels, and when you donate something here on Rob's Tabletop World, number one, we pile it up and we put it towards charity, or I'm not going to lie to you. Once in a while, you will take it and we'll buy some extra paints. Not going to lie. But 95% of the time, we are giving this to charity, and I want to thank everybody for that donates. We've raised quite a bit of money. Oh, Northeastern Brewmaster. Great stream. Thanks, Rob. Thank you, my brother. Now we got to do that for you. But first we got to do Zeblik. Will he get the music? Come on, G. Come on, G. Oh, he wasn't even here, G. You could have gave it to him. But we got the Brewmaster. We got the Brewmaster. Northeast Brewmaster is in the house. Let's see what happens here. Thank you, my brother. Come on, G. Don't do this to him. The guy gave $20 for crying out loud. Come on. Oh, you stiff. Oh, you overgrown lizard. All right. Because he gave so much, we're going to give him one more shot. I can't help you. Now, the G went 1 for 5 yesterday, the other day. Let's see. We're going to give you one more. Because you gave $20. I think $10 a piece is the least that we could do. Come on, don't do this, big fella. Oh, nice! There you go. You stingy lizard. You stingy lizard. All right. There we go. All right. Remember, folks, and I mean this with all my heart, be kind to people. Okay, as much as I try to be kind to people, because it's once you're kind to somebody, it's going to make you feel good and make them feel good. Well, sometimes it doesn't always go that way. Or, as I say, to the world you may be one person, and to one person you may be the world. You guys are my world. I love you very much. We'll see you again soon. Go easy, everybody.